welcome to Tiny Tots Storytime. Our first story today is Oceans of Love. We have lots of ocean creatures in this story. Imagine moms beneath the waves with lots of love to share. Whatever might they say or do to show how much they care. Oh, that looks like a big mom, doesn't it? Big whale. Hermit crab shops here and there to find a roomy shell. She gently backs her baby in. Now, doesn't that fit well? Mother Minnow darts and dips in every tidal pool to place her little swimmers in the perfect minnow school. That's what they call those little groups of fish. They call that a school of fish. Manta Mama flaps her fins to teach her tiny Ray graceful moves to swim and skim and glide around all day. So there you see the Mama Ray, and there's the baby one. Mother Clam may tell her tots, now hurry, open wide. Dinner gets delivered when there's plankton on the tide. So there's Mama and all the baby clams. Dolphin playdates last all day, and Mom keeps kitties busy, doing twists and jumps and flips till everyone is dizzy. Octopus has many arms to choose a hidden spot. Excuse me. Where wee ones get untangled if they're tied up in a knot. So that little octopus looks very small compared to his mama. Mother Whale will blow her top to spout her special love. Her calf stays snuggled by her side, or sometimes just above. Mama Shark says, hold your fins above the waterline. She keeps her pups together as they're heading out to dine. Looking for some supper. Barnacle assures her young it's quite all right to cling to rocks and docks and crates and gates. In fact, most anything. They stick to a lot of stuff. Jellyfish grows tentacles that help her capture food. They also seem to wave goodbye to her departing brood. Jellyfish are pretty. Very pretty. But though we keep imagining what ocean mamas do, no little fish that swims the sea is loved as much as you. There's Mama, baby, and that is the end. I see some little fish coming there. All right, so that's Oceans of Love. Miss Lisa has something to show us.
All right, I've got a little mini ocean right here, and we have some animals hidden. Now, boys and girls, this is something you can do at home if you want to get some type of a container and put in some rice. And we have colored it, but you could also use sand, or like you could use grass clippings, anything that could hide some little animals. So I'm going to pull out some animals, and we're going to see if you can give me their names. So here's the first little guy. His head was sort of sticking up. Do you guys know what this is? This is a sea lion. So they sort of swim in the ocean and live on the shore. All right, let me dig around and find out what else is in here. Some of the stuff was in Miss Kim's book. What's this? This is an orca or a killer whale. Isn't he pretty? All right, dig around some more. And what do we find here? Do we know the name of this animal? They like to jump up out of the water. Sometimes if you go to a sea life show, you would be able to see them perform because they can jump up and they'll twist, and sometimes they have a ball on their nose. So these are dolphins or porpoises. Okay, dig around some more. Oh, I like this guy. You can tell by his spots on his back what his name is. This is a leopard seal, and they're an ocean animal. All right, dig around. Oh, what do we find now? It's what we're all afraid of when we go to the ocean, right? We're all afraid of the sharks. And there he is. They swim through the water really fast. All right, what else do we have in here? Oh, here's this little guy. This is an ocean animal called a lobster. Some people eat them and catch them, or catch them and eat them. They're really yummy. Now, if the freshwater kind is just like a crawdad. Let's see what else we have down in our ocean. Oh, here we go. This little guy is a manta ray. This was in her book. There was a mommy and a baby manta ray. I think we have just a couple more to find. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is a deep down in the ocean animal called an anglerfish. He's got this little light that hangs up over so he can see where he's going because he lives down in the deep part of the water where it's really, really dark. All right. What about this guy? This is a favorite of a lot of people. This is an octopus. And he's called an octopus because he has 8 legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you only have 6, you're a squid. And so this is an octopus. All right. I think we have just a couple more. This little guy is so sweet. They swim along. And this is a seahorse. And I believe that it's the daddy that takes care of the babies in the seahorse family.
I've heard that too.
All right, what about, oh, here's a nice big one. What's this, boys and girls? Do you know this name? This is a turtle, sea turtle. It's got those big flappers there, and it just pushes the water as he swims through. Oh, we've got the stingray. They have big long tails with barbs on it that will swish through the water. And if you come upon one and step on them, that barb will come up and it will get you. So you need to be very careful. I think I have just one more. Let me just check. I think this is the last one. What is this, boys and girls? Do you know what this is? This is an eel. And they like to hide in the crevices and the rock walls down in deep ocean. All right, Miss Kim, that was pretty fun. It's a fun activity you guys can do, playing with the little animals from the ocean.
Back in the ocean they go.
Yep, there they go.
All right, we have one more story today. A penguin named Patience, which is a Hurricane Katrina rescue story. Get my tongue tied. Patience knew something was terribly wrong. It was dark and steamy hot inside her home at Audubon Aquarium in New Orleans. Being an African penguin meant she was used to a warm climate, but not this warm. Outside, the weather was dreadful. Hurricane Katrina had battered New Orleans. The aquarium staff was evacuated because of flooding. The electricity was off everywhere. Inside the penguin exhibit, the air grew dangerously hotter. Where was Tom, the penguin keeper, with his pail of sardines? He was always there to scratch her neck and feed her twice a day. Patience tried to be patient. Being the oldest, Patience had to keep all her penguins in line. Fanny was grumpy, Ernie was snippy, Cole was red hot, Bunny was jumpy, Amquil was stinky, Voodoo was under a spell, Rocky was punchy, Satchmo was bored, Dyer was dire, Zelda was Zelda, Dennis was a menace, and Patience tried to be patient. Just as she headed into her little cave, a flashlight blinked around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 16, 17, 18. It was Tom, and Patience makes 19. Oh, thank goodness you are all okay. We've got to get you out of here. I'm just not sure how. Patience didn't let Tom out of her sight. He offered her some sardines, but she felt too nervous. He did what he could to make things cooler. Patience tried to be patient. Patience was scared. Her home was such a mess. But Tom promised her everything would be okay. He helped the penguins get ready. You all are going on a long trip. You'll meet new penguin friends. They are waiting for you at Manta Ray Bay Aquarium. Just as soon as this place gets fixed, we'll figure out a way to bring you home. In her cage, Patience was confused and worried. She was relieved to see Tom getting on the plane, too. He tried to comfort all the nervous penguins. When they arrived at their new aquarium, Patience was happy to have Tom with them. The New Orleans penguins were quarantined for a short time to make sure they weren't contagious. Then all the penguins enjoyed swimming together and meeting one another. But after a while, Tom needed to leave. He promised Patience he'd be waiting for her at the New Orleans Aquarium just as soon as it was restored. Patience tried to be patient. Even with Tom gone, Patience was happy. She liked swimming in a cool aquarium again. She liked making new penguin friends. And she enjoyed all the people who came to see the visiting penguins from New Orleans. It took 9 months for their aquarium home in New Orleans to be fixed. When it was ready, a FedEx Airbus flew Patience and her friends back home. True to his word, Tom was there to greet her. He climbed aboard and picked her up. "Hi, sweetheart," he cooed. FedEx rolled out the purple carpet, and Patience waddled down it to a band playing When the Saints Go Marching In. Finally, she was home again, and all it took was a little patience. Poor little penguin had to be patient, didn't she? Yeah. This is kind of a true story in a way, because Hurricane Katrina is something that really happened. And I think that aquarium in New Orleans had some problems, so they had to find a way to save the penguins by taking them to a cooler place. So I think that was a really nice story to show us what can be done to help penguins when they need help. Mm-hmm. Well, it's nice to have you with us today. We trust you'll have a great day. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.